Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, ready to talk to y'all about the star cornerback of the Baltimore Ravens, Marlon Humphery. And the story that we're going to be breaking down on today's show is around ESPN because they made a list of the top 10 players at various different positions. We're going to focus at the cornerback position because they put Marlon Humphery as the second best corner in the National Football League. But this is a list made by players, coaches, and scouts. So you can't just sit here and be like, oh, it's a bunch of guys that have never played the game. No, this is actually part of some players that have gotten in there. Now, this was pretty interesting because he was left off the Pro Bowl team last season, but he's all-pro team last season. So, in terms of overall production, some of these numbers here by Humphrey are laughable because the one area of his game that he just never gets probably nearly enough credit for, and a lot of these corners, some of these guys can cover, but the one thing Humphrey has always been able to do is he's a tough dude. 82 tackles, 11 PBUs, 1 interception, and then 8 forced fumbles. I don't know if I've ever seen a cornerback have 8 forced fumbles before. That is also goes back to the Ravens and how good of coaching that they are in terms of being able to punch out the football. But this kid, since he's come out of Alabama, he's done nothing short of just be absolutely spectacular. Here's what one AFC coordinator had to say on Humphrey. He's the one guy, if you think back to Peanut Tillman, he's asserting himself like that. Maybe not a twitchy guy, but man coverage skills, toughness, knack to getting the ball, adequate speed, and good size. Here's what one NFC coach had to say on Humphrey. He's just tough. Ball hawk, long, rangy, plays different now than in college. Before you play him, you're showing his turnover reel to your team. Let's not tempt him. I will say this, though. To the NFC coach, the ESPN, whoever wrote this article, if you're going to quote somebody, put their name to the quote. I absolutely hate when I see from an NFL insider, NFL source, or unnamed whatever. Just put his name. That's what I really want to be able to see. Now, back to the Marlon Humphrey discussion. He is the number 2 cornerback. So, here's my question for everyone out there because the top 3 in this list were Humphrey, Jalen Ramsey, and Xavier Howard. If this is maybe one of the first times that you've come across a Chat Sports video, we're really big on really trying to get that interaction in the comments. So what I want you guys to do is argue who is going to be the best cornerback in 2021 out of these 3 names here. If you think it's Marlon Humphrey, I want you to type MH. If you think it's Jalen Ramsey, type Junior. Xavier Howard, XH. As much as I like Humphrey, I can't go away from Jalen Ramsey. That guy's the best in the biz. He is a great coverage cornerback. He's also super physical, but it's not a shot at Humphrey. I'm just going to go with JR.